Story 1. Filleting salmonids. It's literally my job, and I've been doing it for 20 years. I don't mean to toot my own horn, but I'm pretty good at it. And like any craftsman, my skill has been honed through dint of sheer repetition. I have absolutely filleted hundreds of thousands of fish in my life, and even if you're pretty good, I'm willing to bet I'm better using metrics of speed, appearance, and percentage of wastage. Story 2. Backing a semi-truck into really tight spaces from the blind side is a very hard maneuver, even for veterans, but where I worked a while back, I did it daily. Odds are, only a couple even have a commercial driver's license like me, and then I guarantee I can beat them at backing blindside. Edit. Thanks for all the upvotes. I'm glad to see trucking being appreciated. You guys rock. Story 3. Acre history. Acre is a Brazilian state, the one in which I was born and live. The population is only 830,000 people. Therefore, there is only a very small chance of randomly meeting someone from Acre, and an even smaller chance of them knowing anything at all about it. Of course, I could end up being paired with a college professor for whom Acre is their specialty, and I would be in trouble, but since it is random, that would be very unlikely. Story 4. Correctly identifying in-game Pokemon cries. I only recently realized how I am a lot better at it than even people who love Pokemon. If it is completely random people, chances are a bunch of them will not even know Pokemon, people like my grandma, for example. And sure, a few of them will know Pokemon, but almost definitely not to the extent of guessing cries, laugh out loud. Story 5. Knowledge on Wisconsin license plate history. I am autistic, and Wisconsin license plates are my special interest. There are so few people involved in the research of these plates that I highly doubt I will not beat everyone in the group. Story 6. Counting in binary really fast with my fingers. I discovered I could do this 3 years ago. It's like an involuntary tick now. It's so entertaining. Edit. This is a lot more common than I thought. Haha. Story 7. My mother and her friends invented a pig Latin-style coded language. Probably less than a dozen people have ever learned it, and most of them are in their 70s now, probably haven't thought of it in decades. I like my odds at a Ibanji competition. I didn't name it. Laugh out loud. Story 8. Talking Catalan. The odds of anyone in that group randomly being better than me at that are incredibly small. Edit. Well, butter my back and call me a biscuit. Thanks for the karma, fellow minority language speakers and other sympathizers. Story 9. I would be confident that I am better than them all at maintaining a consistent tabletop role-playing games group for longer than all of them. I have been a dungeon master for 24 years, I had one group for 13 years, and this group for 11. It is not always the same game or campaign, but we always meet up to play. Story 10. Chess. Even among chess players on Lichess and chess.com, I am in the top 2 to 3%, so the odds that any of the 100 are better than me is fairly small. My luck, I get paired against Magnus. Story 11. Astrophotography. I'm not even that good, but among 100 randomly chosen people, only a handful will even have a telescope, and that's probably generous. And among those, I'm probably the only one with a camera adapter. Story 12. Mermaiding. It's not that I think I am necessarily better at swimming in a mermaid tail than other people who do it regularly, but since I am the only one I know who does it, I feel like there's a good chance that no one else involved would have done it at all. So I would be better at it by default. Story 13. You need to get really specific and incorporate multiple things that you are good at. I'm a good programmer and have a high tolerance for drinking. I'm not necessarily the best drinker or coder, but combine those two, and I bet I'm the best coder after 10 drinks in that group. Story 14. Comparative genomic analyses. Just based on the odds of having another researcher with that as their focus among those 100 people means I've got a pretty good chance. An expert is someone who knows more and more about less and less until they know everything about nothing. I've spent a long time to become an expert in this field, at the expense of many other subjects, but this one I've got. Story 15. Chess. I've been playing for over 50 years and am also a big fan. I'm watching the FIDE Candidates Tournament now, as a matter of fact. I beat the first master I ever played, and I've also won against several experts and players in my own class, Class A, according to the United States Chess Federation ratings. I'm not a great player, but odds are that I know a lot more than 100 random people. Story 16. I haven't really got a good comment, but can I just say what a really good Ask Reddit question? Well done. Sick of seeing what's your fetish? Or how to kiss a girl's chocolate starfish properly? Thank you for asking an original question. Story 17. Logging into my personal Ubuntu server via secure shell as root, which requires a 22-character password. Good luck, because I can type 100 words per minute, so it's going to be a very quick password to type. Alternatively, knowledge about the Prague Integrated Transport System and its key differences with Paris's one is also something I'm good at. Story 18. Cycling on an empty plain road and trying not to hit anything but still somehow hitting something is a real challenge. I'll see a small dent on the very side of the road and crash right there. It's like my subconscious mind takes me there to face my fear and fumble my balance. Story 19. Taking my vitamins. I never miss a day. I plan ahead with pill organizers for 4 weeks, travel with them, and always have them at the ready. I'm confident in taking my vitamins more than any other facet of my existence. Story 20. Calculating the matrix element of a standard model process based on a Feynman diagram. To be fair, it has been a while since I did one, but I imagine if you put me in a room with 100 people, I would be the only one who had even heard of them.